Carol with your host, Tropical Empress in Spirit. Hi, beautiful people. How y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all have had a great, lovely Thursday. I'm sorry again, y'all, for not being able to stay with y'all last night. My sciatica was acting up too much, which is rare that it flares up that badly. But I think because of the weather change and then running to the doctor the other day and um, having someone else drive me and can't drive and almost wrecked a few times, I just flared it up more. So I think I'm feeling better. But when I came in here earlier to pull cards for the general collective, I sat in my chair and it nailed my sciatica. So I switched my chair out with Teddy, and I'm hoping I'll be able to stay on longer with y'all tonight. So we'll just wait and see how this night goes, y'all. So it's possible I may even take a long break in the middle of this stream and end it so I can get up and move around and get some food, because I'll have to take some medicine later that my doctor gave me and I have to eat with it. So I'm going to play it by ear, y'all. But I'm going to try and be here as long as I possibly can. I'm hoping to be here for, the whole night, through the morning. But again, we'll wait and see. So welcome, beautiful people. I already pulled most of the cards. I just got to pull a few more, and then I can read this general collective reading to y'all. Hello, Top Banana. How you doing, honey? Welcome. Okay. Amen, People. Alright. I'll use that. Okay. Alright, beautiful people. And start with the messages from the spirit guides from my decks I use. First one is Know Your Truth. And this is always a card that seems to come up with y'all. So this is a reminder again. Know your truth. Feel it, own it. Don't be persuaded to go against it. Whatever that truth is and whatever that truth stands for, believe in it and speak your truth. Even in, those difficult situations that arise in our life where it may be hard to speak the truth to someone because maybe they don't want to hear it or may not necessarily agree with it. It's still your truth. And that's all that matters. It's like, it reminds me of what my parents used to tell me growing up, about how to not worry or care about what other people have to say or think of me. because at the end of the day, it's me. It's, my truth. If I know what they're saying is a lie or it's incorrect, that's all that matters. It's my truth and to hold true to what I know to be the truth and ignore the noise, ignore everyone else's nonsense. And that's what I do. So know your truth. The next one is change. So there's a big change that y'all are going to have to take note of and be prepared for. I feel like some of y'all are having trouble with doubting yourself. And I also get the feeling of there's, worries and concerns, maybe concerning finances. And I feel like, right now you're going to be able to um, work on that and things are going to get better. Um, I'll show y'all in the tarot here in a minute. And Spirit also wants to remind y'all, worry is a wasted emotion. Stop worrying about the things you can't control or the people in your life who want, to cause problems. Stop worrying about them. It's out of your control. Only focus on what you can control. That should be the center. And try and be in more of a positive mindset instead of always thinking, the worst of things or always doubting yourself. Because doubt seems to be coming up, very clearly to me tonight for y'all. And the next one is rescue. This is like you trying to rescue yourself. This card sometimes reminds me of like the hermit, of having to go within to discover yourself, to be enlightened, to find your truth. So this is like the angel coming down and rescuing you and trying to remind you of that. So always, feel like if you need to go within, even if that means you got to take a time out or, find some quiet time to yourself, don't be afraid to ask that of, people around you. We all need that self-love and to take care of ourselves. And some of us need some time, in space. There's nothing wrong with that. And last one is to remind you, you are here for a reason. Know this. You may doubt why. You may be even going through some, struggles or challenges where you keep questioning. It's like, you know, divine spirit, whatever name you want to call them by, you keep asking why you're here. Okay, just know you are here for a reason, and those reasons will be revealed to you in divine timing. Just, have hope and keep doing what you're doing. And then for the tarot, first card I get is the Seven of Wands, which is all about going through those battles, those disagreements with people, friends, family, colleagues, significant other, place it where it fits. But this is all about having those fights and disagreements. And I want to remind you, you are right to stand up and defend yourself and stand up for what you believe in, you know, what your argument, is. So don't feel like, you should be afraid to do that. But Spirit also wants to remind you to pick your battles. Okay, be smart, be wise about it. And I, know that you're free to, choose your own, beliefs, wants, desires. And I'm getting that clarification, confirmation from the Page of Wands. And this is all about a free spirit and having that freedom to, believe and do what it is you want to do, like explore, new opportunities. Um, Maybe it's your spirituality. Maybe it's, even a new career of some kind. Places where it fits. No matter what it is, though, know that you are like this card with know your truth. Be in that truth. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Don't back down. If you feel so strongly about it, be determined. And the next one is the Page of Wands. And this is telling me that there's going to be a new opportunity that's going to rise for you. Um, a new venture, a new endeavor, something new, a new opportunity that I feel will bring some sunshine to your life that I feel like some of y'all just greatly need right now. Um, I feel like this is where you got to step up and be confident in yourself and be determined, and take this moment, take this opportunity as it is. And I just heard Spirit say, run with it, because I get the Queen of Wands with this. And the Queen of Wands is all about being independent, being strong, being determined. So be determined and enjoy the moment, run with it, enjoy that endeavor. be creative, be confident, and be excited, because there's something new that you're going to create, or someone's going to present that opportunity to you, a new idea of something. All right. And the next one I get is the Four of Wands, and this is all about celebration, being happy, being joy, contentment, celebration, something new. I get the Lover's card with it, and because they're naked, I'm not going to show that card. But, I feel like, you're involved in a new relationship, or you have a long-term relationship where there's happiness, there's joy. Maybe there's an anniversary of some kind coming up that you're going to celebrate. Or maybe this is just, with the holiday season coming up, that it's going to be a joyous time for you and your significant other. The lover sometimes can also represent to me also, friendships and family. So a place where it fits. But I feel like this time is going to be a very joyous occasion for you. Something to celebrate, where you're going to feel like, your bond is going to grow, and it's going to be deeper than what it was before. So enjoy it. Those relationships are very, important. Whichever those relationships are for you, they're important. You're supposed to nurture them as well as nurture yourself. And the next one is the Eight of Cups. And this is all about walking away, moving on. There's something that, has disappointed you. Maybe you've suffered some kind of loss. You've been let down. There's something you have to walk away from and move on from. And so Spirit's showing me that you are trying to move on from this. And just stay positive. Stay the course is what I just heard. And Spirit wants you to go out there and seek greater knowledge, um, of exploration is what I keep getting. So explore, yourselves, explore those opportunities, explore, gaining new knowledge. Um, Knowledge is power. And I feel like you're going to get some kind of inspiration from this by going out there and being curious and seeking new knowledge. Knowledge, oh my gosh, can't talk right. Seeking knowledge to create those new ideas, because I get the Page of Swords with this. And this is all about going out there and creating and gaining that knowledge. So know that you're in that transformation of mental and emotional and spiritual growth. So take it and again, run with it. Wherever that path leads you to, you're on the right path, is what Spirit just said. So keep going. Don't look back. And the last one is the Six of Pentacles, which this is like a charity card, like a give and take. But, your Pentacles is all about your material wealth, your possessions, your money. But it can be your career. But this card is like an exchange. This can be an exchange of money, or this can be someone gifting you money, or this can be just like an even give and take, with people, whether that's your energy, your time, maybe, your, um, this opportunity that's being presented to you will, come with some kind of financial abundance, because I also get the Empress card with this. So I feel like this is where you're going to be very abundant. You're going to have all these pentacles that I see in the Six of Pentacles that's going to create more abundance for you. And with it, there's going to always be more opportunities, with the Empress. She's like, your mother, your grandmother, who's already had, her family, her career, she has her home, she has her money. So, the Emperor sometimes comes through to me too as someone who's has faced those difficult challenges and has come out of it, and is still being able to create a wonderful life for themselves. And that's what I get from this. Like, someone's going to come in and possibly give you a gift of some kind, possibly money, but it could just still be this opportunity that's telling me that you're going to grow, and you're going to be able to give back to it, whatever this endeavor, venture, opportunity is. And it's going to bring you great success and abundance. So that's a beautiful card right there that I love to see. And for the Oracle cards, it's crazy. When I was sitting there shuffling them twice, I had two cards jump out from two different decks. So I pulled that card, and then I pulled one that I picked. So the first one is from the guides of the hidden realms. And this one is enough for now and always. And I know I've pulled this card for y'all before. Um, I think it's been a while, but I know I've pulled it. And it says again, it's an amazing feeling to truly understand your needs in life and trust they will be met. When you have healthy self esteem, you know you are worthy of the gifts the universe has bestowed on you, and you comfortably hold space for your success. Your hard work, focus, and energy are leading you to a fulfilling, abundant experience. This is also a reminder that no one person can meet all of another's needs. A romantic partner may meet certain needs, while friends and family are needed for others to be fulfilled. Reflect on how much you're giving to others and whether you may be depleting yourself. You are not the unlimited source of anyone's supply. It is okay to ask for help. In fact, expect to receive it. You are worthy. You are worthy, and help is always available. You are in a time of win-win. Focus on nourishing yourself with experiences that bring you joy. Doing so will give you the energy and knowledge to then nourish others. So know that you're enough, you're worthy. And whatever it is you need, don't be afraid to ask for help. And that's kind of like what the Six of Pentacles is, and the Empress, and also just the Lover's card, about relationships, you know, being there and knowing that, just like the Six of Pentacles can be an exchange of energy, just from friends and family even. It doesn't have to be a romantic partner with the lovers. It could be other relationships. But no matter what, know that all these different relationships brings you abundance. It's just in a different way, on a different level. But you need all of them to fulfill some type of want and need. So don't be afraid, to nurture those relationships and ask for help. Lean on someone else if you need to. And the other one is the mask we wear. And it says, as human beings, we express many distinctive identities throughout our life. You put on different masks, which are impermanent and interchangeable, because your self expression and perception of yourself evolves. New masks emerge as you need them, as your awareness and inspirations require them. They help you present yourself to others in the way you intend. However, you have no control of the filter through which others perceive you. Cherish those relationships where you don't feel the need to don a rigid mask to feel safe, seen, and accepted. The ones who witness your evolution with open minds and hearts are sacred. Right now, your sights on the future require you to don a new mask and rehearse who you would be before you have the benefit of having experienced it. Ask yourself, who would I need to become to live this future vision? What would need to shift or change? Act as if and watch the miracles rise up to greet you. Once you know this, you will live this new life, this new identity, this new version of yourself sooner than you think. So, beautiful people, don't. This is, to me, this also reads about being your true, authentic self. And yes, maybe you have changed. Maybe there's something new about you that wasn't there before, or maybe there's someone you want to be, that you're trying to be. This is all about having that confidence and self-esteem to know you can be whoever it is you want to be, who you dream to be. And you don't have to pretend to be someone in order to accept or receive love and acceptance from others. Take pleasure and enjoyment in the ones that are there who love you irregardless of who you are, that you don't have to wear a specific mask in order to feel accepted and appreciated. You know, I I'm not one who wear a mask. It's like I always tell y'all, what you see is what you get, and I'm always the type person who's going to speak to you and tell you where you stand with me. If you've upset me, if you said something wrong, I'm going to tell you. If you make me happy or you make me laugh, I'm going to share that with you too. Whatever it is, I don't pretend to be someone I'm not. So don't try and be someone you're not just to try and get the acceptance of others. That's called self-love and self-respect and self-worth. Know that the people who want to be there, It's like I always tell y'all, the people who are meant to be in your life are going to be there. And they're going to accept you just the way you are. So don't try and change just to please them. Only change if you want to change for yourself, not for anyone else. And then I pulled, let's see, this one jumped out from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. First one is wish upon a star. Do you believe your dreams can become real, or do you shrug them off and chide yourself for being unrealistic? What if you could trust that the world around you holds promise you have not yet realized? Perhaps the point all along is not how something can happen, but the power of wishing and intending. We humans have multiple ways to ritualize owning a dream we want to see manifest in physical form. Think of a wishing well. You infuse a coin with your intention, turning into the feeling of having a particular experience. Tossing the coin into the well symbolizes the act of letting the how go, walking away, and allowing the universe to do its part in the co-creative partnership. Another method is to wish upon a star. In doing so, you also look back to our origins, for we are made of stardust. Today, allow yourself to dream and play with different realities, even if it seems impossible. If it calls you and feels good, why not choose it? Wish upon a star, then live as if your wish were already true. Know that those beautiful dreams you have been nurturing are in the process of becoming real. Don't forget that the act of wishing, dreaming, and intending is more important than figuring out the how. It shows the universe you're serious about playing the game of life and you trust the essence of the partnership. Remember, every dream you believe in and hope for is a call to a twinkling star. The answer will come, sometimes swiftly, sometimes slowly. No wish is ever wasted. Manifest your dreams, y'all. Believe in them. Live it like as if you already have it. That's the power of manifestation. It's like, one of my other cards, y'all see me pull. It's something about, your thoughts create your reality. It's a card of manifestation. So know that whatever those thoughts are, what you're dreaming about, what you're hoping for, will come to fruition, just by dreaming it. Because eventually your, subconscious will act accordingly, or your conscious will come to the forefront to help you to create that reality that you're dreaming about. And I'm a believer in anything's possible. I've always been that way. I don't believe nothing is impossible. So anything is possible. Even if it sounds so crazy and far-fetched out there, I'm one who believes that anything is possible. So believe in that too and create what it is you want and been dreaming about. Go wish on that star, throw that coin in that wishing well. Oh. And then the other card that I pulled is Roots of Abundance. And this card, which I pulled this for y'all before, it says, this card signals you to pay attention to how you are anchored in the story of your life. Trust that you will be taken care of. The world is full of limitless potential and will nourish you according to your beliefs, regardless of temporary outer conditions. You are not a victim of life. Life happens for you, not to you. Even if you sometimes slip into that way of thinking, if you are grounded and internally steadfast, nothing can uproot you, and you have the ability to manifest your intentions with ease. The message here is simple. Your life is safe and secure, and your intentions are coming to fruition. All your hopes and dreams are firmly grounded and taking root so that you can reach for the stars in your life and expand your dreams further than you can imagine. Everything in the material world is a reflection of your interior world. You are unstoppable and unshakable because you believe that you are abundant. Know that you can easily move from merely surviving to thriving when you pay attention to staying grounded. If you find yourself in ungrounded thinking, now is the time for radical trust. Growth never follows a straight line. You will manifest what you need when you need it. A tall, healthy tree doesn't need to hold on to the ground for dear life. It knows it will not fly away with the wind because its roots are planted deep in the earth. Beautiful people, I can't make this stuff up. You know, it's like the Empress card coming out. You know that. Know you can create that abundance. You know, all you got to do is stay grounded in it and own it. And it is yours. It will come to you. So stop doubting yourself. You know, stop wasting time on, you know, worryless thoughts that, stop thinking about the what ifs and think of the what can instead of the what can't. Because as I said before, anything's possible. If you want it bad enough, if you believe in it bad enough, if you dream it, it will come to you. It may not come overnight, just as the message said. It could possibly come slowly, but it could possibly come overnight. But if it doesn't come overnight and it comes in slowly, know that the universe is still working in your favor to help you to create that dreams, that abundance into your reality. And then I pulled a couple of angel cards. This one's from my Archangel Michael deck, and it says, your prayers are being answered. Your prayers are being received by the divine. Answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. All right. Know that know that your guardian angels are watching over you and they're answering your prayers. And it's crazy because the other card I pulled from my other angel deck is Guardian Angel. And it says you are not alone. The guardian angel is here to hold you and support you, but needs to be invited to come forth and guide you. This invitation doesn't have to be issued through prayer. It can also come through your actions. So stop trying to do everything on your own. Let the barriers of independence fall so that you can be held, loved, and cherished by heaven and earth. Beautiful people, I always tell y'all, you're not alone. You're never alone. Even if you're physically alone in a room or in your house, you are still not alone. There is your guardian angels, your spirit team are all there. Lean on them. Know that they're there and they're acting on your behalf. So believe in it. Cherish it. Because they want to remind you, you are not alone. And then the angel number card I pulled is 2121. And this says energy levels. That day you're waiting for will come. Maintain discipline. You're getting closer to your end goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to remain focused. It will pay off. It's a climb, not an elevator ride. Trust in you. So trust in you. Know this. Own this, beautiful people. If y'all have seen this number today, y'all see it the next day or two, here's your confirmation. And that's what I have for y'all, beautiful people, for the collective reading. So, beautiful people, again, take what resonates and leave the rest. If something doesn't resonate, please don't force it to fit, okay? And if nothing resonates with you today, maybe it's not meant for you today, but it doesn't mean it can't be meant for you in the future sometime. If you ever feel called to it, come back and look at it. And the messages may resonate for you then, because it's a timeless reading, y'all. And let me say hi to everyone else. Hi, Jay. Tell your mom I said thank you. Hi, Ever Inferno. You're welcome, baby. Oh, thank you, Jess. Yes, I don't do Akashic Records, honey. Hi, Judith. Which card you talking about, Judith? Hi, Lovely. Hi, Vic. Well, I'm always happy to see you, Judith. There's my beautiful Majestic. Hi, Eternal Light. Hey, Tim. How you doing, baby? Hi, Fernando. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. Unfortunately, I woke up and I thought I was feeling better. I thought my sciatica had calmed down. So I went ahead and scheduled the stream, and then I came in here, sat down in my office chair, and as soon as I sat down, it nailed my sciatica again. So I had to switch chairs out. So I'm hoping that it'll stay calm now, because this one doesn't seem to hit that one place in the back of my leg that caused my sciatica to flare up yesterday. So we'll wait and see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I took some medicine, and I gotta take this other medicine my doctor gave me, but I gotta eat before I can take it too. So far so good, Tim. She wishes she had lips like mine. We'll tell her thank you. Why is she scared to stream? Tell her she should come on and stream. Tell her, don't be afraid. How old's your mom? Tell her I'm 43. I'll be 44 in March. So, yes, Tim, they're being answered, baby. Tell her to come on. There's people on here in their 60s and 70 who stream. And tell your mama if she starts streaming, tell her I'll subscribe. You just gotta let me know, baby, what the channel is. I'll support her. I support everybody. She's 47, so she's only a few years older than me. So yeah. Yeah, there are guys on here that like to act a fool. She's right, if that's what she's meaning. And I gotta set them straight. So tell her that she needs to get some good moderators that'll help. Hold on, y'all. To keep them out. And so they can be kicked out. Because that's what my moderators help to do here. Because a lot of them like to come here and act a fool. So we bounce them out. And, you know, don't allow them to shake her from wanting to stream. Don't allow those guys to get to her. Hey, you know, depending on when she streams, I'll come over there and I'll be one of her moderators too. And I'll deal with them. They don't want to deal with me. Because they'll get the shark. So. I know you do, Tim, and I appreciate you, baby. Thank you for supporting me. Hi, Richard. How you doing, baby? This is weird sitting so low to the ground now. I feel like I need like a high chair or something. That's how I feel. Okay. Put these cards back. So, Jay, what does your mom do? Like when she was streaming before, what, does she breathe tarot or does she do something else, baby? You don't want to deal with no shark. I hear you, baby. Hey, I don't like the shark myself, trust me. I don't like being that way. I want to be happy and positive with y'all, but some people just like to push my buttons. George, who are you talking about? Because you're not making any sense to me right now. You like mermaids? I like mermaids too, Tim. We're the sweet, romantic, dreamy kind. And all full of mystery that intrigues people. So how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How was y'all's day? Anything exciting go on? Like, I keep getting love for y'all. Like, who out there is like trying, like seeking a relationship or something? Because lovers and all that keep coming up. Or something like with, it's either lovers or the Two of Cups. The ones that don't say. Or drunk lovers. There are those too. You recently got out of a relationship, Vic? I'm sorry, sweetheart. I hope it ended on good terms, baby. Your day's been well, Tim. Well, I'm happy to hear that, baby. So, Vic, like, are you going through that healing phase right now, baby? Or are you already out there trying to find a new person for yourself? I'm just curious. So I'm curious what y'all are looking for today in relationships, because some of these people out here act crazy. So I'm gonna tell y'all, it's like some people are just, I don't even know what to say about it anymore. Hi Charles, how you doing, baby? You've been single for years. Well, Tim, why you been single for years, baby? Is that by choice? Or you just haven't met the right one? Oh, I'm happy to hear that, Charles. Because it seems like my expectations are just too high for people, it seems. I'm going through the healing phase. Well, that's good, baby. You need to do that before you go rushing into a new relationship. So, I'm proud of you for that. Don't rush it. Give yourself that time. Like, I know some people just can't be, like, alone. So it's like they go from one relationship and then jump right into another. It's like, wait a minute. And then they wonder why that relationship doesn't work out, or, why they don't feel the same like they did at first, because it was like a rebound. What do I find a man? What do you mean, Charles? What am I looking for? Um, well, since I'm still technically married, when I become single officially, I mean, I got high expectations. Like, the way I was raised, and my girl Majestic, understands where I'm coming from. My parents raised me to have high expectations and standards and to not settle. So, growing up, when I was dating, my daddy would sit in my living room and he would have his shotgun laying there for any boy that would come knocking on the door asking for me. And he wouldn't let them take me out on a date if they didn't show up with flowers in their hand to give to me for like a first date. I mean, my daddy was serious. He wasn't going to let just any guy take me out. And, I watched him with my mama, how much he loved her. He was a hard worker. Um, and, he spoiled her. Like, my daddy cooked for my mama. I mean, he cooked for all of us. He was like the chef in the house. Um, so I like a guy who can cook. But I mean, I also like those guys that are romantic and will be vulnerable with me. Like how I watched my daddy with my mama. Like, he was that macho guy, So out in public, when he was working, he was all macho. But when he came home, when he was with us and with my mama, he had a heart of gold and it showed. We got that, tender side of him. So I watched, my daddy, take care of my mama, do things for her. Simple things, make her coffee in the morning. Besides cook her dinner, which, like I said again, he cooked. He was the chef in the house. He helped her around the house. For those holidays and special occasions, he went all out for her. Buying her roses, he'd buy her diamond jewelry, all those types of things. And even every now and then, he would get her something just because, just to let her know that he was thinking of her and missing her when he was at work, or maybe he was at a ball game with my brother or something. So I like someone who's ambitious, who's a go-getter, who's determined and wants better for themselves and is willing to go out there and make it and create it. Because I'm going to build an empire. So I want that person that wants to build that empire with me, who's a go-getter, who's ambitious, who's determined, who's not going to settle or make excuses of why they can't or won't, and so on. Who's a good person, has a kind heart. I can add so much more, but longest relationship you've ever been in was 2 to 3 years. Well, baby, why did it end? I'm just curious. I'm sorry if I'm being nosy. I want to know, because I get so many questions about relationships and I'm trying to make sense of why so many do end, or what caused you to get in that relationship, and then why did it go south? Like, because one of the things that I've come to understand is, the same things you do in the beginning to get someone, to get them to fall in love with you, to want to be in a serious relationship with you, are the same things you're going to have to do throughout to keep them. Because that was the other thing I watched with my parents. Like, my daddy still courted my mama. They still went out on a date once a week. He took her out, So just because they got married didn't mean he stopped being that man for her, you know. And my mama was there for him, She went all out for him. I watched them with each other, and it was always beautiful to see their interactions and the way she looked at him and adored him. And she would always tell me, that she was more in love with my daddy, later in their marriage. Like every day they had been married and were together, she fell deeper and deeper in love with him and had more love for him than she did the day she married him, you know. And that it was just beautiful to watch them together. And even through the hardships and the struggles, they were still, devoted to each other. And it showed. That's exactly it, Bill Michaels. You're right, baby. A man that helps you spread your angel wings. Yes, that's true too, baby. I need that. Wow, Tim, that's crazy, baby. I'm sorry to hear that. That's true too, Charles. You're right, baby. That's right. You got that right, beautiful Jess. You can create the reality you want and have the kind of relationship you're dreaming of. Oh my goodness. Hi, sausage flop. How you doing, baby? I already got my wings spread. I don't know what you're talking about, sausage flop. But I know you're not talking to me either, baby. Hi, Cheryl. I'm doing good. I'm gravy, honey. I'm so gravy. I got biscuits and sausage going my gravy. How you doing, honey? And I actually do got biscuits and sausage gravy in the fridge. So. I don't think he's liking that chair either. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You can get lost, buddy. Hey, Cheryl, I'm in Georgia, sweetheart. Yeah, that's a little too far away, honey. I've been to Ohio. Hi, Alan. How you doing, baby? Oh, I'm happy you love the channel, baby. Welcome. Tim, you know what, baby? I don't know why your ex-fiance did that, and I'm sorry, but know that she wasn't meant for you, baby. If someone else can, make her turn her heart and head away from you, she wasn't the one, baby. So I think you got saved there. So, but I can understand why you've been single for years now, because I understand you're probably afraid to get involved with someone again and then have them betray you that way. I get that. So that's good if you're taking that time to go through that healing, baby, because that's important. Because you don't want to take that trauma and that hurt into a new relationship and allow it to get destroyed and poisoned by it. Hello, Amen. How you doing, sweetheart? Exactly. That's exactly right. Majestic's right. It says more about her than it does about you, Tim. I wouldn't take it personally, you know. I don't understand why she would want a young guy because, and, please don't take this to no offense to the younger guys here. But, even when I was, in my late teens and early 20s, I wasn't looking for a guy my age. Because most guys back then were very immature. They weren't looking for a serious relationship. I had already, you know, busted my butt trying to take care of my family and help, raise my baby brother. That I was, beyond that, immaturity, that party stage, so to speak. And So I didn't want no young buck, running around wanting to party all the time, not sure of what they wanted, where they were going in life. I needed someone older who knew what they wanted and wanted, a serious relationship and so forth. So they're not the smartest. Why you been single since you were 21? Oh man, what happened, baby? The energy is why. Hi, Gray. How you doing, sweetheart? I'm gravy, oh man. You know me. If I'm here, I'm gravy. Most guys grow older and grow a belly and stop taking care of themselves. I mean, some do sausage flop. You're right. But I mean, women are just as guilty of that as men are. But, if we're talking about, the expectations, like most men, they want, the drop dead gorgeous woman, the eye candy type, the supermodel. Yeah, they want that when they're, walking around and not a supermodel themselves. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. That I agree with, but, you know. They haven't seen you, eternal light. That's true, too. But I think they're saying, Sausage Flop said most guys, not all, most guys. And that's true for most guys. You know what, Tim? Baby, I'm sorry, but hey, baby, look at it this way, okay? And I'll give you a good way of looking at that. As hard as it was for the relationship to end, and yeah, you spent that money on her wedding ring, okay. But baby, if you had gone through with that wedding and y'all got married, that divorce and that wedding would have cost you a hell of a lot more than that, baby. So you dodged a bullet. $800, I'll spend that $800 and lose it instead of looking at, spending thousands upon thousands and wasting my time and energy on someone who doesn't deserve me, baby. So that's how you've got to look at that. Be thankful it was only 800 because it could have been a lot more plus, your life, your time. And time is something that you cannot get back, baby. So that's how you got to look at that. Hi, Cargo Hustler. Wow, oh man, I'm sorry, baby. Great. Baby, if you want a reading, it's $20 US. Sausage plum. Wow. George, this is not a religious channel, okay? I have my beliefs, but understand me, baby. Others here have different beliefs. I respect everyone's beliefs who are different from my own. What I will say to you is, I'm a Christian woman. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. But we're not getting in that conversation about God because I believe in freedom of religion, which means I accept everyone's religion who is different from my own, whether they believe in a God or not. As long as they're not out there harming people and animals, I don't care. Okay. Hi, Ashley. How you doing, beautiful? I'm gravy, honey. Yes, Tim, you dodged a major bullet, baby. Gray, all you gotta do, there's the PayPal. Majestic Oracle, posted it. So, George, yeah, baby. I try to keep religion out of my channel for that reason. Because there's some who believe in a divine, but may not call them God. Okay. There's some who believe in a different deity than a God. Okay. There's some that don't believe in any of it. They're like agnostic. Okay. So I respect everyone else's religious freedom. They're allowed to be here. I'm not going to kick them out. So one of the things I do is try and protect this space for them to be here without throwing religion into the mix. Like I may say something personally about my personal belief, just, trying to explain something, but I'm not trying to force my beliefs on anyone else either. And they know that too. Man, I think, years ago it was where more people were getting married younger, but now today people are like waiting until they're like in their 30s before getting married. Now, I got married young. I got married when I was 21. But understand, I've been married over 20 years too. And Sausage Flop is right about that too. More people today are going out there and they're looking for like that friends with benefits is what we call it here, which means they want a friendship, and they want the benefits of a romantic partner without strings attached, which means they don't want to be committed. They just want to be able to let's see, what's another word? Like a one night stand type of thing, but it's something that constantly may happen throughout however long it goes on. That's all they're looking for. It's friends where you can go over there and get your physical needs met for the night and then go back home with no strings attached. That's what Sausage Flop is talking about. And I don't understand that because I'm not that type person. I don't do that one night stand. I will not even get involved, um, in that way with anyone that there isn't love there. And there has to be love on both sides. And it has to be a deep love before it will even happen. So, hello, Jen. How you doing, beautiful soul? Love and light to you too, sweetheart. Hi, Travel. Okay, Gray. Well, that's the only option I have besides buying me a coffee. This is true, Sausage Flop. Well, it's like there's a saying, like a long time ago, I heard someone say, you got to first undress a person's soul before you undress their clothes, right? And that's very true. And I believe that too. Because when guys want to come in and start talking nonsense to me about that, it's like, get out, okay? And then if you want to have personal time with me, you better not come with me with that nonsense, okay? Because if you do, and you keep doing it, it's going to be bye-bye. Because I don't play, you know? And you have to get to know me, understand me. You can't just, be all about that. It's like, okay, you think I'm pretty? Fine. But what else do you like about me? What do you see beyond the physical, the inside? That's what I want. But some guys out there still want to act a fool and only be focused on the outside and the physical, sexual side of it. It's like, no, I'm not that girl. Understand me. I don't play. Gray, if you're going to use the Buy Me a Coffee app, sweetheart, you would have to buy, I think, 4 of them 4 of them equates to $20 US. Tim Watkins, I think that's what everybody wants. But yeah, that's coming hard to find too. I get it. Hey, beautiful Courtney, how you doing, sweetheart? I gotta use the bathroom. My bladder's screaming at me now. Courtney. Hi, Virginia. They just don't get it, do they? What do you mean, Virginia? What I was just saying, honey? About how guys don't get it? Yeah, most of them don't get it. What are you talking about, Jess? Yeah, Virginia, guys just don't get it. I don't understand it. They don't get what it is that women want and what we need from them. Okay, Jess, I got you. I'm sorry. I was like, what? Courtney, they must, sweetheart. You know how it goes, sweetheart. They managed to want to come in here and act a fool. Is that what you would do, Amen? Okay, I don't know what that language is. No, I'm not going to even try. Thank you, Courtney. So I'm going to run to the restroom, y'all. Hi, Michael. How you doing, baby? Just. For real. Yeah, don't give them any crazy ideas. You're right, Jess. I'll be right back.
You are so funny. And that's true, sausage flop. Oh, okay. Oh, man. Well, thank you for clarifying that, baby. I just don't know. I don't read that language, so. Courtney, I mean, it's better, sweetheart, until I sat in my other chair and it hit my sciatic nerve in my leg again, so I had to switch chairs. And I had to take some medicine, so this chair seems to be better. It's just, it sits lower, so I don't know how long I'm going to last tonight. I'm going to try and be here as long as I possibly can. Ouch. So yeah, because I feel it in my foot a little bit. Tim, my day was fun, baby. I mean, I slept most of the day, to be honest. So I can let my body rest and let that medicine work. So I could be here tonight because that steroid can make me a little dizzy. And I don't like that feeling, especially with some of the other medicine I had to take, so. But it's been good since I, woke up, other than, like I said, that chair hit my nerve in my leg, and it hit it in the right spot, too. But it seems to be calmed down right now. Y'all going to an escape room? That sounds like fun, Jess. My daughter's been to that one of those, too. She has, I think she's been to like 2 or 3 of them with her best friend, and they look like fun. Hi, Jazz. Yeah, you know it, sweetheart. Everything's gravy here. Okay, Courtney. Yeah, beautiful. Give me another day, because, I mean, I'm going to try. I may have to get up constantly and walk around, and that's what I'm worried about. So that my nerve can kind of, like, take it easy. Because sitting here, like, even just, I feel like in my foot right now, which, like, last night, there was no way I would have been able to stay here as long as I wanted to. No, thank you, Courtney. I mean, Courtney, how long are you going to be up, sweetheart? Because I know some nights you're up late, so if you want to give me a little bit of time, I'm trying to see if my foot will calm down. And I can do it like here in another maybe hour or so. I was waiting to take this other medicine, and I think once I take it, it'll calm back down. That's funny, sausage flop. I've never watched that movie, so I don't even know what you're talking about. Jess, one of these days I'm gonna go to one. I forgot all about them until you mentioned it. So that'll be fun. 1 a.m. your time. You're in, okay, 2 a.m. my time. Okay. So that gives me a couple hours to try and get my foot to calm down some. So yeah, just give me an hour. Let me see what happens. Because I need to take that medicine right now. Hold on. Oh, poor fall.
Well, I appreciate you, Courtney. I just hate not doing your reading, honey. Hi, Cindy Lou. Yes, part of it is lapis lazuli. You're right. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate your prayers, baby. They do help. Yeah, I'm just going to have to get a new chair. Because I was even worried when I first started streaming. Sitting in that chair, I knew at some point in time it was going to aggravate my sciatic nerve. And it finally did. So at some point, I'm going to have to go run out there and look at a new chair and get one. No, I appreciate you, beautiful, so much. Oh, wow. That's beautiful, Courtney. I love stained glass. Cool beans. Tim, it's like a rocker. It rocks, actually. This is the one my teddy bear was sitting in. It sits lower is why I think it's probably helping me right now. So it does feel, it's a lot more comfortable than my office chair I've been using. Jazz ragu, that's weird, sweetheart. That's not my, that wouldn't be mine, honey. Because my last name, you'll see my last name, beautiful, because you will also see my picture. My profile picture is there. But if you look for my last name, it's in English, but it's a Japanese last name. So Jazz, it's spelled N as in let me start. N as in Nancy, AKA N as in Nancy and O. And it's Nakano. So whatever you found, sweetheart, that's not mine. I don't know what that is. Is someone trying to pretend to be me? You gotta keep some silver around your neck to ward off evil spirits. You talking to me, sausage flop? I can't wear silver, baby. I'm allergic. And that's beautiful. Courtney. I love it. Yeah, I see it. It's beautiful, Courtney. That's awesome, girlfriend. I can't believe tomorrow's Friday. Now, I would love that, Courtney. A lotus flower. Yeah. I would love that. That's beautiful. Yes, Tim, it makes me break out. I can't, sausage flop, I can't wear anything less than like 14 karat solid gold. Like, I can't wear costume jewelry. I can't wear any of that. The only reason why I can wear this is because it's like on a wire string type, okay? But if there was like anything metal in it that wasn't real, it would break me out. I would get like a rash, and then like in my ears, around my neck and on my fingers. I have worn like other jewelry that wasn't 14 karat solid. And like my ears, for an example, they turned bright red and they started bleeding. Even though my ears have been pierced for many, many years, like decades, it still turned my ears bright red and they started bleeding like they were getting infected. And then on my neck, I've gotten like a bad rash on this side of my neck where it's itched and I scratched a lot. My fingers, I've had where my finger will swell, but I've also had it where it would be like, like we'll just say like 10 karat gold. I wore that one time and I had a ring, a greenish black ring around my finger, like as if the ring was fake. And I asked my doctor about it and he told me it's because there's like too much acid in my body or something is why it does that. But yeah, having that metal allergy is like, I got it from my mama because she was the same way. Yeah, Sydney, my sciatica's been acting up the last couple of days. You're welcome, Jazz. Thank you, sweetheart. I don't think I have anything like that, Cindy Lou. I've never heard of anyone recommending that. But yeah, my sciatica, like in the back of my upper leg, if it hits a certain point, it like, that's where like it gets pinched and I get that sharp shooting pain and it goes all the way down my leg into my foot. But other times it'll skip like my whole calf and it'll go straight into my foot. And it feels like I'm walking on like broken glass. And then like it'll be like intermittent and then it'll get numb and it goes like in and out. I told my doctor about it the other day and he's like he said that it's not unheard of for my sciatica to act that way. Because you would think, you know, it would start like right there where it is in my back and go down my butt and down the whole leg. And every once in a while, it will do that too, because I will feel it in my butt. But sometimes it like, it skips my whole butt, but it goes down the lower part of my upper leg. And then it'll sometimes either shoot through my calf or it skips my whole calf altogether and goes straight into my foot. So, or sometimes I can't walk because it's either like walking on broken glass or my foot gets numb. Like I don't have all my feeling in my foot. Okay, Jess. See you soon, beautiful. I can't smoke sausage flop. I can't have any of that in my system. Yeah, Tim, they're painful, baby. Okay, Cindy, I'll have to look that up, sweetheart. I'll have to make a note of that, because I even use like those, if you've ever seen them advertised, you know, those back patches you can buy over the counter, like Salonpas. I buy the ones that have the lidocaine in it, and I put that on my lower back, and that does help that. It's just they're expensive. Um, but I can't like layer those like all the way down my leg when my sciatica acts up. And I had a TENS unit, but because I just moved a few months ago, it's still in a box somewhere, and I have no clue where. But I do have a TENS unit. I would have been using that right now if I knew where it was. And that's also why I got a hot tub. But unfortunately, my hot tub isn't connected either because I got to put up a fence in my backyard first before I can connect my hot tub. Otherwise, I'll get in trouble with my homeowner's insurance company. So, but I will try that. I gotta make a note. I'm always up for natural. I just can't do the cannabis because I'm on certain medications that I get drug tested for. And so I can't have them. I can't have cannabis. And if I do, if I have anything like that in my system, um, my doctor will, where did that little pad go? My doctor will stop giving me the medicine that I've been taking. That helps. I know it's here somewhere. This one I had it here. There's so much junk in here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, ouch, Tim. Yeah, I've had it come from there at times, too. It's been a long time since it's done that from my hip, but I know what you're talking about. I'm wondering, Tim, um, I wonder if your, piriformis muscle is, overextended, like stretched out, or I wonder if it's my case where not only is it stretched out, but I wonder if, your piriformis muscle is pinching the sciatic nerve, and that's why it's doing that. Because I had to have, um, my piriformis muscle cut because the way the doctors explained it to me is you're born one of three ways. You either have a piriformis muscle that's like connected to your hip and your pelvis that goes over the sciatic nerve, or it goes under the sciatic nerve, or it can be split in the middle to where the sciatic nerve runs right through it. So the piriformis muscle is on both sides of the sciatic nerve. You know, he described it split like scissors. Think of that. And um, so I happen to be in the rare category of my muscle being split to where the sciatic nerve was running right through the middle of the piriformis muscle. And because my pelvis had been tilted and been pulled, and I think it had something to do with my hip too, it stretched the piriformis that pinched my sciatic nerve. So the doctor had to go in and cut one side of my piriformis muscle to release it. And that helped a lot because I used to get that burning pain in my butt, especially to where I couldn't sit at all. Every single time I would try to sit, it felt like my butt was on fire. So I've had that. Yeah, Jazz, it is. Well, Jazz, I can tell you, I know what mine's being caused by. Um, I have what is called a tarlip cyst, and it's like in my SI joint. I got one on each side of my SI joint, in fact, and it's pressing up against a nerve root in my low back that's also connected to the sciatic nerve. So I know what the cause of it is. The problem is because it's a cyst that's part of the actual spinal cord, they can't remove it because it's actually part of my spinal cord. Um, could they like drain it? Yes, but the problem with that is it can fill right back up. And there's like even one way they can go in and like fill the cyst up with like some kind of glue. But I heard that that only goes so far, like it doesn't work for everyone. So the treatment for it is very controversial. And they also told me if I wanted and want to take that risk, that I'd also be at risk for a spinal fluid leak. And I can't risk that. So what do? I have to take the medicine to help, you know, because I'm not going to stop living my life. You know, I'm still going to enjoy my life to the fullest of my ability. It just sucks because there's nothing else I can do to help relieve the pain, especially when I know what the root cause of it is. So part of it's because of that, but the other part of it is because I was in a couple of bad car accidents in my early 20s where someone pulled out in front of me and I ended up having a torn disc. But the problem back then was it took the doctors 4 years to diagnose my back before I could get it fixed. So for 4 long years, that nerve was being pressed. And the disc had torn to where um, the doctor explained to me the disc in your back and your vertebrae, think of it like an over medium egg. So think of like the white, the white part of the egg being, cooked all the way through, but the middle of it is all yolk. He said you have to think of your disc in that regard. And if you break the yolk, that yolk is what's leaking like into, the joints and all that, and it's hazardous to your body. And that's what causes that excruciating pain. And that's what was happening to me. So that had to be removed. And I had a fusion done there. So I have metals and screws in my low back for that. But the cyst, it's there, it's getting bigger. In fact, I had it measured about, oh geez, about 3.5, 4 years ago. And it's at that point where they said it would probably cause me a lot of pain. But still, again, there's really nothing they can do. And not every surgeon will do anything about it. Like, I even asked my doctor who gives me medicine about the surgery, about the treatments, and he said that he's only heard of one person out of all his patients who've ever gone in and had anything done, but they also had to go out of state to another state to get it done, and the insurance company wouldn't pay for it, which is the other part of the issue. Because it's controversial, the insurance company won't cover it. So it makes it hard either way. And okay, Cindy. Yeah, I was gonna go the cadaver disc route, but the insurance company wouldn't pay for it because that's what they call a disc replacement, and they would not cover it. Otherwise, I would have gone that route. Yes, Jazz, it is that kind of medicine, and then one of them's a narcotic too. Yeah, yes, Jazz, you're correct. Yeah, yeah, my cyst in my back is about, I think it was measured, it was about 3.5, 4 millimeters, which is about the size that they expect it to get to cause the kind of pain I'm still having. So, and anything I do, like, let's just say, for example, like me bowling, for an example, I know I shouldn't be doing that because I know that kind of motion can cause that cyst to grow bigger because the spinal fluid will leak a little more into that cyst to make it grow. But again, at the same time, I'm not going to sit around and not enjoy my life either. So it's like a catch 22. I don't want to be in bed all day. That's no life. That's not living. That's existing. So if I can still go out there and enjoy the certain things that I enjoy doing in life, that's what I'm gonna do. And unfortunately, do I have to take medicine to help with the pain? Yes. But what's the alternative? Lay around and just exist and waste away? No. I'm not one of those people. I can't do that. So I choose the other way. Yeah, Cindy. And that's right, Cindy. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. My doctors know, and they know me, because they know I don't complain. I've been on the same medications for years now. They've never changed it, have had to increase it or do anything. So they know if I come in there and I complain, they really know I'm hurting. They know I'm not in there like looking for drugs or wanting them to change my medication to something stronger or increase it or anything like that. So I could take, I could tolerate it so much, but so that's why he gave me that a steroid pack, because the other option would be to go in and have him do like steroid injections into my back, which I've had done in the past. Problem is, this time around, though, the insurance company won't pay for it unless I go through physical therapy first, which that in itself can flare it up, which many people don't understand because they don't understand the whole thing with the piriformis muscle and how it works and the piriformis syndrome, like you had mentioned, Jazz. So it's, you're kind of like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Um, and at the time that my sciatica started acting up again, I just had rotator cuff surgery. So I needed to go through physical therapy for my rotator cuff. So the insurance company wasn't going to pay for me to both have them both done simultaneously, like I had hoped they would. So the physical therapy for my back got pushed to the side. But that's again, if I could find someone who knows what they're doing with someone that has, a tarlip cyst like I do, because not everybody understands there's different exercises to help relieve that. But um, that would be the only way I would go to be able to get that injection on my back, which would help a lot more. But even those can be, um, I know it's not good to have them done a lot. I also know it can cause erosion to the bone around the joints and everything. That was one of the other things I read. So I try not to go there unless I really have to. Well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. All right, Tim. You have a good night, baby. Sweet dreams, honey. And thank you for your prayers. David K., I'm sorry, baby. No, it's not fibromyalgia. I had a couple of bad car accidents in my 20s that ruptured a disc that I had to have removed. So I had to have a disc fusion done. So I got like metals and screws in my back. But I also have what is called a tarlip cyst in my SI joint that's pressing up against the nerve root that's connected to the sciatic nerve. And nothing can be done about the cyst because it's part of my spinal cord. It's part of the sheath of the spinal cord root. So um, that cyst will gradually get bigger as time progresses with, certain activities. If I overdo it, if I overstrain, I risk it growing. If I were to get like in another bad car accident, just getting hit again can cause it to grow bigger too. This is true, Cindy Lou. You're right, beautiful. And David K., I've had it. My leg was a living hell too, baby. I've been there. And drink tons of cherry juice, David. See, I'm not. I don't like cherries, but I mean, I'd have to try cherry juice. I don't know. And that's where mine is, David. I know exactly what nerve you're talking about because that's the one that's pinched in my back by that cyst. It's my S1 nerve root. So I know it's painful. And it's crazy because that tiny little nerve root can cause all that pain down my leg and in my back. It blows my mind, but it does. So that's where that cyst is, though. And you're right, everyone's body is different. Mine definitely is. No, David. Well, thank you, baby. I feel the same for you, honey. Yeah, because you know what's crazy? After I had my car accidents, when I was battling with the doctors, trying to get them to diagnose my back problem, You could look at my lower back, pretty much, you know, where your tailbone is, you know, to like the crack of your butt. That whole area would swell. It would swell the size of like a half of a golf ball size. I kid you not. It was that noticeable. You could run your hand over it and you could feel how big the lump was that was there. And all them stupid doctors told me I was crazy. There was nothing wrong with me. They couldn't find anything wrong with my back with all the MRIs and everything that was done. And then that just blew my mind. And so it took, you know, over 4 years for me to find the right doctor to diagnose my back problem. But he had to go about it a different way. He had to go in and do what is called a discogram in order to find that one disc in that area, which was my L5S1, was ruptured. So that's how I was able to have the surgery. Because before then, no surgeon would touch me. They wouldn't do anything because all my MRIs were normal, which is crazy. So, my doctor had told me on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being a worst, my disc was a 4. So it was pretty much, you know, second to last to the top of the list of being the worst. But still, no doctor before him would do anything, would try and diagnose it, never even mention that test. So I suffered for over 4 years with it before I could find the right doctor to diagnose. And then, of course, then came the surgery because the disc had to be removed. It couldn't be left in there. I mean, it could, but I just would have been in more pain. And God only knows I probably would have suffered more nerve damage that way too. So because of the fluid that was leaking out of that disc being cracked open. Yeah, it is. It's okay, Inferno. I appreciate you, baby. I understand if you passed out taking a nap. Mm-hmm. David K, I wonder if it was something similar to what I had. Sweet Inferno. That's a nice dream to have, baby. Exactly, Jazz. But many doctors, they don't look at it that way. They treat the skin, not the patient, because they hold up all them films and they don't see nothing. And it's like, and I don't understand, how do you not see nothing when you can see the swelling in my back? And I'm describing all this different pain. Because even when I saw the one doctor that finally diagnosed me, you know, without him even looking at any MRIs, you know, just by what I explained to him, he flat out said, it's like, it sounds like a bad disc to me. It sounds like a disc has gone bad. So he was looking at what I was saying to him because he knew, you know, based off of what I explained to him, you know, what I do, you know, the activities in my life and everything. He knew I wasn't just coming in there and just, you know, looking for drugs. He knew I was in pain, especially when I was telling him that I couldn't bowl and shoot pool, the two sports that I love, that I have a deep love for, a deep passion for, that excite me, you know, that pump my adrenaline, that I'm good at, you know. So he knew if I couldn't do any one of those, he knew I was in serious pain. So, and even though I said that to all those other doctors before, they didn't want to hear it. So it was sad that they treated the skin and not the patient. But yeah, I do understand what you're saying, Jazz. I wish more doctors would. Because what's crazy is that the one surgeon that did my surgery, he's one of the ones who wouldn't treat me at first and said that he couldn't find anything wrong. So I hated it when I had to go back to him and ask him to do the surgery once my other doctor diagnosed the problem. And I remember, you know, I was so mad. You know, it's like, I can't believe this. I went to this doctor for help because I heard he was the best in my area. I went to him for help and he said he couldn't help me. But now here we have a problem. It has finally been proven what the issue is. And now I got to swallow my pride and go back to him and ask him for help. and hope he'll help me this time. And so I go to the appointment and I hand him the films, and he holds the films up and looks at them. He's like, okay, I got something I can fix now. You know, I wanted to strangle him. You know, I was so livid. I was livid. I was thankful he finally could see what the issue is, that it wasn't all in my head, and I wasn't looking for drugs like, you know, him and other doctors were making it out to be, but still, I hated it. Um, and then he tried telling me that he could do surgery, but he told me, he's like, you know, the life you had before, you can forget about it. You won't return to it. You won't be able to, you know, do your old job. You won't be able to shoot pool. You won't be able to bowl. None of those things. And at that point, I felt defeated because I wanted to go back and do those things. That's, you know, what brings life to me. That's my passions, you know. But at the same time, at that point, I was in so much damn pain. I just wanted to be out of pain. Just, you know, get rid of this pain and I'll figure it out afterwards, right? So I went ahead and agreed to have a surgery. 6 months after my surgery, in fact, well, the night I had my surgery, I woke up. I was in my room because I had spent at least one night in the hospital. And the nurse comes in and asks how I was doing. And after I woke up, I told her, I said, get me out of this bed. I said, you get me up right now. And she just looked at me crazy. And she tried telling me, she's like, honey, you've had a long day. Don't you want to just stay in bed and rest? I said, no. I need you to get me up out of this bed. I need you to get me up right now. I'm not playing with you. And she's like, okay, well, I need to go get a back brace. You can't get up and move around until I get this brace on you first. Fine. I'll wait, but you're getting me out of this bed right now. It's gonna happen. I'm not laying here. So she came back about an hour later, she put that brace on me. And with the help of a walker, I burned a hole in that hallway of that hospital that night. Back and forth. I paced it back and forth. And I could not believe how much better I felt right away. I knew the surgery had worked. And yeah, I had the surgical pain. I knew what that was, you know, and they actually hooked me up to a morphine pump to where I can hit that button like every 10 minutes, I think it was, or something like that. And but I was up moving around. And the next morning, my surgeon walks into my room and he said to me, he's like, so how do you feel? I said, I feel good. I feel a lot better. Thank you. You know, and he's like, yeah, I heard you were up moving around all night. That's great. I'm happy to hear it. He's like, do you want to, you know, stay another night in the hospital? I don't mind if you stay another night or I can send you home. And I just turned around, I just looked at him. I said, I think I got it from here, doc. Send me home. I want to go home. I'll take it from here. He's like, are you sure? I said, yes. So I went home and I walked my whole neighborhood at my old house, day in, day out. And I kept walking. And my strength got better and I got better and I could feel the difference. And as I was getting my strength back, because that's all he wanted me to do was walk. He told me, he's like, I either better be walking or I better be laying down flat. He didn't want me sitting up long enough except for to eat, and that was it. So I better not be sitting no longer than 30 minutes max. And the rest of the time, it was either laying down or walking. So I got up and walked. 6 months after surgery, I was feeling a lot better, and I'd already started physical therapy at that point. Um, and I told my family, I said, well, I need to know, can I shoot pool? I said, I know what my doctor told me, but I need to know for me now. And so my family's like, okay, well, let's go. We'll go to the pool hall. Okay, let's go. I picked up that pool cue, and I couldn't believe how great I felt. I could shoot pool. And I didn't just shoot pool, you know, shoot a few games. I was there for hours playing, just practicing. It just felt good to be there again, be in a place I love, do something I am passionate about. And I played in a tournament, I think it was about a week later. And believe it or not, I came in first place. I took top prize. And yes, I was sore, but it wasn't, it was just soreness. It was nothing compared to what I was feeling before that surgery. And then to my year follow-up. Right before I went to my 1-year follow-up with my surgeon, same thing happened. I looked at my family and said, "No, I need to know if I can bowl. I know what that doctor told me, but I need to know for me now." I'm like, "Okay, let's go." Went to the bowling alley. I picked up my bowling ball. I threw it like I never put it down. It blew me away so much so that not only did I feel better and I could do it, but I was throwing strikes. I was, getting scores in the mid 200 range. Like I never put that bowling ball down. A perfect score is 300. I'm getting 250, 270 games, and it felt great. Was I sore? Yeah. Did I hurt a little bit? Yeah. But it was nothing compared to what I was feeling before that surgery. So when I went to my 1-year follow-up with my doctor, I walked in his office and he looked at me, he's like, "So how you feel?" "I feel great, doc." I said, "In fact, you're not gonna believe this. I went to the pool hall and I shot pool and I played in a tournament and I came in first place." I said, "And I also just went bowling and I was able to do that too." And he looked at me in surprise and he was like, "Really?" I said, "Yes." He's like, "Wow." And then he told me, he's like, "You know what? I was wrong about you." And I just kind of did a double take and looked at him like, I wanted him to, explain what he meant, but I felt like he was saying to me, he knew he messed up. And yes, he was wrong. And I knew it took him a lot just to say he was wrong about me. And he knew he was wrong about me, you know. And I hope that by that experience, by me coming into his office and treating me as a patient, that from that point on, he will not look at another patient the way he looked at me. That he will go and dig a little deeper. If someone comes in there and complains of something and any tests, any scans aren't showing the problem, you know. So I was appreciative of that he would at least say that much to me. So, I still play. Of course, I've taken some time off because I tore my rotator cuff. So I had to get my shoulder fixed first, but I played for many years. I'm not going to give those things up. I know it'll do damage to my body over time, but I don't care. I'm going to do what I love and enjoy. And just, when I get older, I'm going to pay for it. I know I will, but I'm going to do it while I can. So, oh, yes, David. Absolutely. Good night, Charles. Hi, Mohammed. Yeah, he did. But hopefully he learned his lesson now to not do that to somebody again, you know. Even, because, yeah, like you said, like the lightning, I mean, just to feel like, I'm walking on broken glass. That's the best way I can describe it. If I have the feeling in my foot or it just going down the back of my leg. Even that burning, though, and that's one of the biggest problems is I notice when I sit, at certain times, I can only sit for so long. Then I have to get up and move around. But if I've been sitting for a long time, it will eventually flare up my leg. That's one of the things I've learned. So I have to be careful, which it flaring up right now doesn't surprise me, because it's the first time it's really flared up like this since I started streaming a few months ago. So I got a few months without it flaring me up to where I would have to cancel and not be able to stream one night. But outside of that, yeah, I got to be careful. And I know that, because I even still wear my high heels. But like right now, I know I couldn't put those high heels on. I have to wait for my side, got to calm back down to where, I know my footing is strong to where I can put on those high heels so I don't, you know, break a leg or, God forbid, something else. But yes, I do understand, David. I really do, baby. And I feel for you too. But no, I won't stop living. So I wish I didn't have to take, some of those meds. But at the same time, I'm grateful that they exist. Because if it wasn't for that, I'd be laid up in bed. Period. I would be laid up in bed. I wouldn't be able to get out of bed. I wouldn't be able to do nothing. And I can't live like that. I just can't. I refuse. I'm so used to being physically active and doing things and being independent that, the few years that I was in all that pain, I had to rely on people and I hated it. But I had no choice then. That's right. I keep moving and that's what I do. Which I'm about to get up and walk for a minute, y'all. Yes, David. Honey, you wouldn't believe the amount of meds they had me on back then before my surgery. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. But it depends on how you look at it. I mean, it's absurd that it took them having to put me on that much medication to help, lessen the pain. Um, because some of the doctors just refused to help me or just looked at me like an addict or someone mentally crazy. But, like one of the medications the doctors had me on is Oxycontin. And everybody, has heard of that, knows that how addicting that medication is. And I didn't want to take it. Hell no, I didn't want to take it. But I knew I had to if I wanted to, get, at least up and move around to take a shower and get dressed to go to another doctor's appointment back then or whatever, right? So everybody was worried about me being on it, including my own family. And I quit taking that medicine the morning of my surgery. And I haven't taken it since. And I didn't have any side effects from coming off of it. And people, were amazed. Like, you didn't feel, like you had any withdrawals. No, it didn't affect me that way. I don't know why, but it didn't. So yeah, I was able to quit the Oxycontin after I had the surgery. And so my family, like one of my in-laws especially, said she was surprised because, she watched her son-in-law go through and get addicted to it and not be able to come off of it. And I said, yeah, I understand. I said, but everybody's not me. And that's what you don't understand. I'm different, you know. Um, but I don't think she understood just how different I am. And it's like, the, even just quitting it cold turkey, they thought that I would be sick, nauseous, all that. No, I didn't experience any of that. So she was amazed, you know. Was I surprised? Not really. But I wasn't sitting there thinking about all that stuff either. I mean, and I think that's also why my doctor felt like maybe I needed to stay another night in the hospital because he thought I still needed that morphine pump. And I didn't, you know. I still had the other one medicine I was taking, and that was fine. I was going to be fine, and I got through it just using that. But, you know, my surgeon even told me, when he found out all the medication I was on, he even said to me, he's like, if I was even on one of those medications right now, I'd be laid out on this floor. But here you are. You're like, you're normal. It doesn't faze you. It doesn't bother you. I know. And I know that scares you. I said, but I can't explain it. Why my body, my tiny body can handle that much medication. But it can. And all I can tell you is that it helps kill my pain, at least a lot of it. And that's all I need it for. So it's like all them years that I heard people talk about people who got addicted to it and, they get high from it. I don't understand. I've never had that feeling. I don't understand what people are talking about. The medicine, when I take it, it does its purpose. And that's it. But people say it's a different kind of high. I don't know. Wow, Ace. I'm sorry to hear that, baby. Yeah, and I hear Percocet's bad too, but you know, it doesn't bother me like that. So everybody's body is different though. And the doctors learned that quickly about me, that they can't treat me like everybody else. That I seem to fall in the rare category in many areas. So, yeah. And that's great, David. You know, baby, I'm happy that you're able to get off of it, through it and get off of them. I think if it wasn't for that cyst still being there and the amount of time I was, those nerves got pinched, I think I'd probably be able to come off all of it. But because of those two reasons is why I unfortunately won't ever be able to come off of it. So, and I hate that. But, there's nothing I can do about it. Um, all I can say is at least I'm not on any of the stronger medications they had me on before surgery. Because those medications were a lot stronger. Well, welcome, Ace. The short version of it, baby, is that I had a couple of bad car wrecks in my early 20s, and I went through pretty much almost 5 years of hell with doctors because I injured my back, and none of them would, can come up with a diagnosis for me. And this meant me going through physical therapy. This meant me getting steroid injections. It meant chiropractor, massage therapy. It also meant what was the one other thing? I had like all these MRIs and stuff done, and it didn't help. It made my pain worse, but all my scans were negative. Um, and during that time, I mean, I was put on a lot of medication to help kill the pain because I couldn't move. It was excruciating pain. To the point to where I couldn't bowl, shoot pool, which are the two things I love. I couldn't work anymore. I used to wait tables 40 plus hours a week, couldn't do that anymore. It put me down, and it shouldn't have because I was so physically active. But that's what happened, and then I went through the battle with the doctors. None of them wanted to listen to me. They wouldn't believe me that something was seriously wrong because all my scans were negative. So they couldn't diagnose me. They thought I was just looking for drugs or I'm mentally crazy. It took me having to find a different doctor. That took me over 4 years to find him. But once I did, he did a different test and found out I had a torn disc. On a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the worst, mine was a 4. So, and you could look at my back, like if you look at your tailbone, like right where your butt crack is, that bone right above it, that whole area was swollen to about the half the size of a golf ball. I kid you not. You could run your hand over my back and you can feel the hump. It was swollen. And this one doctor did the test and, located the problem and confirmed what I've been saying all the years. It just took almost 5 years to get there, to where going from the wreck to surgery and healing from the surgery. But it was all, the struggles in between, plus all the medications that had to be put on, because of the pain being so bad. Hi, Diana. How you doing, sweetheart? Ace, no, thankfully my medical insurance paid for it. However, they went after the guy's car insurance to get their money. Um, so the medical bills got paid for that way. And naturally, because of the extent of the damage and how long I was, in that kind of pain, um, I didn't want to do it. one of my doctors told me I needed to get a lawyer involved, so I did. And yeah, they got a settlement, but that's nothing. I'm still missed, almost 5 years of my life because of it. So no amount of money will ever give me back those 5 years of my life. You know, it's something, and all it can give me is monetary compensation. I get that, but I still would have rather had the 5 years of my life that I lost. Because back then I was competing, billiards pool. I was looking at to go full pro. I wanted to compete on the top tier on the national stage. Um, and because of the wrecks, I got taken out of all that. Bowling was kind of the same thing, but I wasn't as serious about bowling as I was pool. But bowling is still in my blood, and I still competed in tournaments and leagues. So it took me out of that too. I was not happy. So that's the gist of it, baby. Hi, man from the West. Well, thank you, David K. I appreciate it. And you're right, baby. It is. Oh, thank you, Diana. I'm happy I'm here too. Exactly, David K. That's exactly it, baby. So I just have to be careful, which I gotta get up. Even though I took that one pill, I feel it in the back of my foot right now, y'all. I gotta get up and walk for a minute. I'll be back, y'all. Oh. What are y'all talking about? A walking stream? I'd be freezing my behind off. Okay, Diana. Well, thank you for stopping by, sweetheart. I know, Courtney, but you live in like Chicago area, right? Oh my goodness, Ever Inferno. You're crazy. Well, Diana. You done for the night, man from the West? Okay, Minnesota. All right. You still up there in the cold, sweetheart? I'm in Georgia. My body can't handle that cold. Let me see. All right, Courtney. I think I could be able to do your reading, honey. I'm going to have to take a break after this, though, because this might make me drowsy. You'll stay till you pass out? Okay, baby. Whatever you want to do. You know me, I'm here. I know. Sugar-free Red Bulls Inferno. You're so funny, baby. I can't do the sugar-free, baby. I need a full loaded one. Man from the West, you know me, baby. I mean, I got that one, and I got this one over here, too. So, I got plenty of Red Bull. I gotta have it. That's right, baby. Got to. Let's see. That's silly. Let's see. Inferno, that's probably better for you anyways, baby. I mean, I don't know how much sugar is in mine, but I know it's more sugar than what's in yours, but I don't know about that sugar-free stuff. I heard it's nasty. I can't speak personally. I've never tried it. I've never, thankfully, keep my fingers crossed. Red Bull doesn't affect me like it does most people that come in here and worry about me drinking it, but at the same time, I also understand that I can't abuse my body like I used to either. So, as long as all my numbers stay in line, I'll be good. Oh, thank you, Alan. Hi, Divine Inspiration. How you doing, honey? Hey, Charles Foster. How you doing, baby? They're funny. You know. I mean, knowing I got that energy shot, too. I mean, I drink Mountain Dew, but I don't drink it as much as I do Red Bull. And I drink my water here and there, but I know, like Miss Diane likes to say, it's not the same because I use the flavoring for the water. It's like, but I got to, though. Oh, do you, Divine Inspiration? You're a tarot reader like me? Do you believe in tarot? And what do you mean by kitties, Divine? Let's see. Yes, I know. Water is good, Courtney. But Diane says I cheat. She says it's not real water because I use that that Mio enhancer flavoring stuff. You've been getting rest, Charles? I have too, baby. I cut my stream off early last night because of my sciatica. Hi, Ghost. That's funny, baby. All right, Courtney. You want to know how things are going to change because of what happened, the tragedy, correct? Spirit, show me. I look rested. Yeah, I'm rested. Hi, Tony. How you doing, baby? Oh, no, Ghost. Yeah, that's a nice size earthquake. I used to live in California. I was born there. All right. Spirit, Courtney. Yes, water is good. I know. You know me, though. I just, I can't just do plain water. Every once in a while, unless you want to give me some lemon. But then I'm going to need some sugar to make some lemonade. Ouch. Spirit, Hi, Johnny Depp. How you doing, baby? Ghost. I believe that was scary. For me, though, like, I've been in some major earthquakes when I was little that it doesn't faze me. I remember in kindergarten, a bad earthquake had happened. Um, and I lived around LA, like around like Pasadena, Sierra Madre area. And I remember the earthquake was so bad, I don't remember what the magnitude of it was, but I know it shook my whole school. And I remember seeing the whole school shaking. And we had exited the school and walked out into the playground. And we had this big, huge grass field behind the playground where like they had like t-ball set up and soccer and all that. And I remember walking up to that grass field and I could see all the mountains in front of me just shaking back and forth. It was wild. And then I remember another time I went home to visit, and this is after I moved to Georgia. I went home for either Christmas or summer vacation, and we had an aftershock. And I was standing outside with my grandma and my sister, and I watched the house jump off the ground about, I don't know, it was probably about 1.5 feet, and then it just came back down, and the house was fine. And that was wild. So I've been in a few other earthquakes. I remember my grandma, when I was little, I remember her yelling at me and my siblings to stand underneath the doorway because that's the safest place in the house for when an earthquake hits. Well, hello, Kirill. If I didn't say that right, baby, I'm sorry. Welcome from Russia. It's nice to have you here, baby. Thank you for watching me. What are you talking about, Furno? So, Ghost, about that tsunami, baby, I don't watch TV, so I don't know nothing about that, but yeah, I'd be a little, scared of that. Yes, we love everybody. Isn't that right, Inferno? You saw it online, man from the West? Yeah, because you're in California, too. I know some of them earthquakes are getting bad. That's causing all those tsunamis. Everybody keeps talking about how California, and they talk about it here in Georgia. I had my friends tease me all the time when they heard I was from California. They kept telling me, yeah, well, it's a good thing you moved to Georgia because California's going to sink into the ocean one of these days. It's like, okay. Like, not during my lifetime, it ain't. Hi, Thomas. Magnitude 5. Yeah, a 5 isn't nothing, though. I mean, even like a 7 is nothing to me, but I've experienced that. That's what I mean. Luciano, you can read the description. I doubt it will happen to Man from the West. That's what I always tell them. It's like, it's not going to happen this lifetime. Yeah, I'm not saying it won't happen. It's not going to happen in my lifetime. I do miss California. I miss it a lot. Courtney, what's going to happen? Work. Let's see. One spirit. Hello, Jay. Oh my goodness, Inferno. You must like those McFlurries from McDonald's, baby. Y'all are so silly. Damn. Y'all trying to make me hungry? I got some Bluebell strawberry ice cream. I know Miss Courtney's vegan, but Inferno, I'll share it with you, baby. That sounds good either way. Of course, Inferno. You know me, I'll share with you, baby. Dream Spirit. I dropped them, of course. Yes, Inferno, she's vegan. She eats fish. Dang, how did my card get bent up? Alright, Miss Courtney, please. I do like Bailey's. I haven't had it in a long time. Well, I've never pulled this card. You're funny, Inferno. Inferno, she's talking about the alcohol, baby. You ever heard of, like, there's an alcoholic drink I used to drink many years ago, like in my crazy early 20s, called a mudslide. I think they put Bailey's in that. There's another one called, it's like a little, it's like a shot, but they call it something else. Called a buttery nipple, and that has Bailey's in it too. Oh, I'm sure that's good. Never tried that, Inferno. I'm sure that would be good for this time of year. If I was a regular drinker, I would drink it, but I'm not, so. Yes, I've drank mudslides before. Nice, good. Courtney. Hi, Jay. That's funny. Eternal light. Never heard of it, baby. Well, damn. What the heck? Must be this one. You feeling constrained, Courtney, in any way? I don't sound like you. Unless that's what's coming in. Let's see. Jay, you got my Red Bull ready for me, baby? You know me, I'm all about my Red Bull. Raw vegan for a few days. Inferno. Hey, baby, I give you credit for that because I can't do that. That sounds like fun, Eternal Light. I can't think that far ahead. And that sounds good, Inferno. That sounds like it's going to be a fun party, Eternal Light. I don't know what I'll be doing. Just maybe I'll venture out New Year's Eve, but I doubt it. Because I don't want to deal with all the stupid people out there. I used to go to the pool hall on New Year's Eve because they would have a big party. That was one of the older ones that closed down. And it was really like an upper class pool hall. And I miss it. I miss it dearly. I wish it was still around. Spirit for Courtney, please. Maybe I'll get all dressed up for New Year's Eve. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Never know with me. Of course, I'd probably be on here streaming. That's probably what I end up doing at the end of it. Watch. I know I'm going over to my brother's house Christmas. As long as nobody gets sick. Apparently my niece feels better. She went back to school, but then her eardrum ruptured the other day. Like, ouch. Somebody keeps telling me to pull this. A casino dance party. That sounds like fun. Of course, you would go to the casino. Man, I wonder if I still have my sparkly dress. I probably don't. Something tells me that's one of the dresses I probably gave away. Yeah, I hear you, Eternal Light. Yeah. I guess I have to plan out my New Year's Eve outfit now. Find me a... I can't pull out... Unless I go to my restaurant, I can't pull out one of my cocktail dresses. I have to find a different dress or something else. Don't know where I'm going, though. We'll see. I'll let Spirit decide that when that day comes. I just know I'm supposed to be at my brother's all day Christmas. Keyword supposed to be. So, he wants me there early Christmas morning. I'd have to leave my house by, I think, 8 o'clock in the morning, because I think they're planning on having breakfast around 10, and it takes me a little over an hour to get to his house. I don't know if I'm staying for dinner, though. We haven't talked that far. Of course, they don't know what they're doing for dinner yet, because it's all going to depend on if my relative is still there and how she feels. So we'll see. Let me get through Christmas first. Then I could think about New Year's later. Start recording. It's not making much sense to me. And that sounds nice, Eternal Light. I'm sure you looked nice, baby. Okay, Spirit. Well, Eternal Light, I'd be on your son about where my outfit's at. If it was me, it's like, no, child, you're not touching none of my clothes. You better ask me first before you come in my closet. But I got those nice clothes that I have some of my favorites. But I feel bad though. One year, my stepdaughter, because I had this one outfit, which I still have. That's funny. When we threw her Sweet 16, she wanted this one outfit I had, and she asked if she can borrow it. And I would have let her. The only problem is she's a different size for me. You know, she's a bigger girl. So she would have stretched the outfit out. So I told her no. I said, but, you know, what she didn't know is I just gotten that outfit. So thankfully, the store I bought it from, I went back and they had her size. So I grabbed her, you know, the same outfit in her size. So she'd leave mine alone. Because I wouldn't have liked that, my clothes being stretched out and not fitting me right again. So she was happy about that. But yeah, I still have that outfit. That's kind of funny. It brings back memories. Spirit. Inferno, only in my dreams, baby. But I like the idea of the shimmering dress with the limousine. Yeah, you got my style down pat, baby. That would be me. I had a dress. And it had like glitter on it. And the glitter got everywhere. But it was silver. Because my Cinderella shoes matched it. And I wore it like, I don't know, a couple of years ago. I could have sworn I did. I have to check my closet, see if it's still in there with one of my other dresses that has glitter on it too. Designer sunglasses. Yeah, baby, I only got one pair of designer sunglasses. But that's funny. That would be me though. For Courtney, please. Oh, Inferno. That'd be awesome, baby. Ooh. This resonates, I think. So I'm calling that. I bet you would, Courtney. I would love that, honey. If my car was in better condition, I mean, I would drive my car, but I don't mind a limousine ride. I wouldn't turn it down. open this now. That would be cool, Courtney. Those cars are nice, but I hear that they got problems with them too, so I get mixed views about it. I only know because I dated, well, more than dated, the one that my ex who cheated on me. He was a mechanic for Isuzu and Subaru, so like I know he worked on those cars, and I know there was a lot of problems with them. I know he rebuilt a lot of engines and things like that. I don't know, like what year those cars were. I mean, I'm talking back like 25 plus years ago, Courtney, but that's just something I heard about him. I'm glad you don't have no problems with yours, honey. Oh, you know what I'm probably talking about then, Courtney? That's what it sounds like. Yeah, because there was something, he had to rebuild a lot of engines. I do remember that. This is still so weird sitting this low. I feel like I need like a I need like a booster seat or something. Oh yeah, there are some Subaru fanatics out there. They're right. Inferno. Some people stand by them. Hey, I want a Range Rover, so I can't say nothing. Well, Hi, beautiful spirit. Hey, Camrys are nice too. I like Toyotas. Well, yeah, that's true too, Courtney. I mean, all SUVs are good for hauling stuff. That I miss my SUV. I wish I still had mine, but I'll get another one of these days. Yeah, that's the most important packages, Courtney, is the hubby and the fur baby. Hey, D. How you doing, sweetheart? Whew, excuse me. I just feel like I'm sitting so freaking low. I feel like it's going to be positive, Courtney. I see good changes coming in, is what I'm seeing, honey. I know it's a tragedy, but I still see good coming out of this. As hard as it is to say that for me, given what happened, I still feel like there's going to be something good that's going to result from this when it comes to you. Hi, put your name here. How you doing, honey? Yeah, we're doing good. Yes, she does, Verno. You're right. Absolutely, D. We're all gravy, sweetheart. So gravy, I got my biscuits and sausage go with the gravy. And I literally got biscuits and sausage gravy in my fridge right now. That's what's funny. Hey, put your name here. I'll take it, sweetheart. Have 2 days, 2 good days. I mean, you get one good day already. Hey, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the second day is great. I think it will be. All right, beautiful Courtney. There's one more card I need to pull for you, but Spirit's not giving me an answer yet which one it is. But I feel like there's still one more I gotta pull after this, but I'll read you this until I get to the end. Okay, beautiful. So, first card out of the Spirit decks is Choose Love Over Fear. So again, like, I know you know this, be in the energy of love. Don't allow the fear to overtake you. I understand right now it could be scary, a little nerve-wracking, feels like instability, but don't allow that fear to rattle you. Stay grounded. Because this, I think, is just going to create a new beginning. Um, I get the new life card, and I know this is about her being pregnant. This is kind of like the Empress card to me in this deck, but this is also about you having those creative ideas and talents that you possess that you need to share. And because next to it, I even get appreciate your talents. So this is like you stepping into the limelight, appreciating your talents, and showing what you got to the people in your company. And I feel like someone's going to recognize it. I don't know why, but someone's going to come forward with an opportunity. I'm still waiting for Spirit to give me more information. The next card I get is also Solitude. So with you, beautiful, I know sometimes this can be nerve-wracking and can cause anxiety and such, but, Spirit just wants to remind you, take that time for yourself when you feel overwhelmed or, you've been stressed too far. Make sure you give yourself a few minutes, even if it's only like 5 or 10 minutes, just to be by yourself. It always helps to recenter. If it's someone like me, I need like an hour, but that's me. And the last one is possess self-confidence, which I know you've been working on yourself a lot. I feel like with the changes coming in, like you're going to get a sense of self-worth that you didn't have before. Because again, I'm still feeling like something's going to change in this for the better for you specifically. Something else is going to come about. And it's going to give you that extra encouragement and self-confidence you need. Because right out the gate, beautiful, I get the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is all about her abundance. She's all about having all those things she wants, like the Empress, the things she needs. She's already lived out, her life with her family, has her career, her home. It's kind of that energy. Um, but it's also a card that wants you to handle all these challenges, be disciplined, um, and just be understanding, which I know you are, and be more compassionate with yourself and the people at your job. Because I feel like just like you're rattled by this, I feel like they are too. So I feel like it's going to be a lot of walking on eggshells right now because everybody's waiting to see what's going to happen next. Like who's going to be the new CEO? Who's going to take charge? And then how is that going to change? Like all the people in your company, how they're going to possibly level up, right? But I know Spirit wants you to kind of take it easy right now on your finances. Be a little more frugal than you have been is what I'm being shown right now until things kind of settle down. Because I get the Four of Pentacles with this, and this is all about being, frugal or spending too much. And I don't feel like you're irresponsible with your money. I just feel like just for the time being until things kind of calm down and you weather this storm with your company. Just, be a little more cautious with your money, okay? Even though you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy right now, and have all your needs and wants provided for, um, but with the shakeup at your company, I feel like something, is until the dust settles, so to speak, to kind of be cautious until everything kind of gets settled down and see how the changes that come in. Because I feel like there's going to be more people who are going to come in who are going to be like promoted. And that's going to change, that hierarchy at work for you. And that could even be where the opening of another promotion comes in. But the next card I get is actually the Chariot, which is all about fast moving progress, things coming at you fast. It's also a card of achievement. It's also a card of willpower and being disciplined. So I feel like you're going to have a lot of willpower and be more disciplined, knowing that, yes, there's changes that are going to take place, but don't allow it to rattle you. Don't allow it to sway you, or think constantly that something bad's going to happen, or, it's not going to go the way you think it'll go, or whatever that is for you. But I feel like someone is going to want to honor your hard work, your creativity, your talents, because I get the Three of Pentacles with this, and knowing that the Chariot can also be a card of recognition. I mean, getting the Three of Pentacles is telling me like someone from work is going to, again, acknowledge and recognize your talents, your creativity, what you bring to the table. So they're going to want to work closely with you. They may even ask for your help going through this whole phase of the company, going through the changes it's going to have to go through, because now, they got to, hire a new CEO or promote someone into that role. Because in the center, I get you again, beautiful. This is Queen of Wands. It's all about you being creative, your independence, you're strong, allowing yourself to be confident, to spread your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself right now, especially. Like, be more confident when you do your job, when you give instructions, when you give directives, when you do your, like your spreadsheets on your computer, all those different things. Be confident. Don't underestimate yourself. Because I feel like someone in your company is looking for someone for a spot, like a promotion that's open somewhere because of this. And I feel like it could be something that would be worthwhile for you if they see and recognize you and your contributions, your talents. Because I get this King of Swords with this Queen of Wands, okay? I feel like this King of Swords is someone at work who's going to come in, and they are going to want to work with you, and they're going to want to offer something to you, and it's going to provide some authority, discipline, and they'll be able to provide you some mental clarity too about the changes that are happening at work, what's going to happen. I know people like you on edge, trying to figure out where y'all fit into this puzzle now. I feel like it's not going to be anything bad. Like, because of what happened, I don't feel like it's because of the company not doing well. Like, it would be like if they were to let people go and then they'd have to, like, shut down departments or positions. It's nothing like this. I feel like something else is going to open up, and it's going to help you to achieve and get promoted. If you're willing to take that promotion, of course, that's up to you, beautiful. But I know that's what you've been looking for, because I get the Nine of Cups, which is pretty much all about your dreams coming true, your wants, your wishes are coming to fruition. So Spirit wants to remind you of this. And with it, I even get the Ten of Pentacles, which is, as you know, it's all about your money, your career, your security, your, success for both short-term and long-term. And I feel like you're going to be in this Ten of Pentacles. You're going to be very abundant. Because what's crazy is one of the cards, when I turned it over, Where'd it go? If it's still there. I had the Empress card on below one of my decks. I might have already moved it. But anyways, I saw the Empress card on the bottom deck, and it made me think of you, Courtney. So I feel like, again, you're going to find success in this. You're going to be recognized for that success. You're going to be offered something. I just heard solution. So, I get the feeling someone's keeping an eye on you at work. They're wanting to see what you're doing and what kind of work ethic you have and where you can make the company grow and evolve and be bigger than what it is, and how you're part of the IT group. So technology is constantly changing and growing and, advancing. So I feel like there's something else that you can contribute to that, to the company being on advance in the IT world. But even if you want to step out of the IT part of it, beautiful, I feel like there might be an opportunity there too. So I understand, IT, they pay a lot more. Um, but I feel like there's going to be something else that's going to open a different department that has nothing to do with IT. It's going to be somewhere else. And I don't know if you're open to that or not, but Spirit showed me there's I'm looking at, Spirit's putting my mind in this office with an empty chair and a desk. So it tells me there's like nobody's sitting in that chair. That there's a possibility that maybe it will be yours if you want it. But remain hopeful is the other thing Spirit just said. I'm seeing binders, Courtney. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I'm seeing like those 3-ring binders, where you could put like a whole big report in, like at least I had them back in school. I see those like stacked up on a shelf in this office. Information technology, I don't know, analytics. There's something with it that they're looking for that you have, beautiful. That I feel like now that this unfortunate thing has happened, where they're gonna open that door for you to be able to grow it and be able to, put together more of these spreadsheets, what you're doing currently. But I feel like things are gonna either be added to your current role and you'll get a raise that way, or something else where you're going to jump and you'll be able to step into another role in a different department of some kind, where you're going to be able to use these other tools there to help. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. They're showing me all these binders on a bookshelf behind a desk. So I feel like it could be something like that. Because the last card too I get, beautiful, is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles, let me take a sip. And the fact that it's in like your advice answer type role. The King of Pentacles to me is always the card of management, like upper level management, which is what you are, or someone like a CEO, a business owner. When I see the King of Pentacles, that's what I always think of, is someone like that. And this pulled up in your advice and the outcome. I feel like you're this King of Pentacles. I feel like this is where you're going to grow in that abundance, with the things at work that, like I said again, they're going to come to you and they're going to offer you something where you're going to be even that much more abundant. Where is that card? Oh, here it is. This is the other one I saw. Because I get this at the bottom of one of my decks, my spirit decks, bounty. You're bountiful. That's what I'm getting in this. You're going to be very bountiful, very abundant to offer them something else that they're looking for. Maybe They didn't know they were looking for you, but I feel like now they do. Because whatever that spot is, there's something you possess, there's something you have that they're looking for that they're not finding any other people at the company who can like fill that role to bring in. I feel like a lot of it has to, well, with your creativity, that's going to bring it to the forefront of where they're wanting to place someone. Yours is going to be at the center of it, I feel, is what I'm getting. Um, so I feel like it's going to be um, a successful time. I feel like that there's going to be opportunities that are going to open up for you, that are going to be offered to you. That's what this King of Pentacles is telling me, okay? But Spirit wants to also remind you to stay, to persevere. Know that it's going to probably take some hard work out of you to make, you know, your abundance grow, to be that, you know, King of Pentacles. Um, you got to look at the long haul, what you're going to get long term, not the short term, because I get the Seven of Pentacles. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this is all about having patience, watching the seeds that has been planted to grow roots, you know, to blossom. So I feel like it might be a slow progress, but I feel like Spirit's saying there is something out there, but you also got to look at the long-term view of it, the long-term goal. And if you can look at the long-term goal and the long-term view of the potential of what you can gain from it, you're going to want to take it. Um, Instead of, you know, waiting like every few years or whatever, trying to jump up the ladder as quickly as possible. Spirit saying, this is one way you can go. But it, it may not come as fast as you may want, but it doesn't mean you're not going to be any less, you know, abundant either. I feel like that abundance is still going to be there. It's just going to come maybe a little bit slower. So it may even be put on pause for a minute. But I do feel like, you know, things overall, I feel like the changes that are here, and I feel like, you know, even though this is a terrible thing that's happened, and I'm sorry to hear about that again. If you knew him, you know, I have, you know, love and healing comfort for you, sweetheart. But I feel like the changes will be good. I don't feel like there's anything really bad here. I'm not getting any of that. I'm not feeling that heavy energy here at all. I was looking for it, see if there was something I would really say, you know, maybe you got to be more careful, or maybe you should start looking elsewhere. I'm not picking that up. I'm picking up it's all good. And then let's see. And you know I pulled your oracle cards. Let me get to that. And here's a card I pulled, girlfriend, that I haven't pulled at all. I don't even recognize this card, to be honest. Never seen it before. If I have, I only pulled it once, but I don't believe I have. From the Gods of the Hidden Realms. The true source of power. When true power is expressed, it is beautiful to experience. It is not an act of self-will, but a channeling of divine will, where you are fully in service to a higher calling. It is a true surrender, a self-forgetting, with access to the transformative power to make such an extraordinary change. There is a profound and simple prayer that illustrates this. They will be done through me. Relieve me of the bondage of self, so I may better do thy will. I surrender my will to thine. Use me as thou wilt. Amen. It reminds us that we are all here because the universe needs to experience life through us. Trust in the invisible world and remember that your personal efforts or what you see in the material world are not the source of your supply. When you remember God or Spirit or the conscious universe or whatever name you choose for divine intelligence is the source of your supply, you will see the synchronicities drawn forth abundance. beyond your imagination. You are being invited to remember this sacred technology now. Surrender your wants, goals, and desires to a higher power and watch the miracles unfold. Keep walking and trust with all your heart. There's all the abundance right there. So know it's all coming in. You know, like that King of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. It's all coming in beautiful. You're going to manifest this, I feel. Something's going to catch your eye, I feel. That you're going to be like, oh, well, I didn't know they were looking for somebody for that department or that position. I see that's a possibility of an opportunity that's going to come up there. That's what I'm picking up. And then I pulled I pulled All Tied Up from the Energy Oracle. And it says, this card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrist, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward. Or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional ants or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. So stop living in that self-imposed jail. Know that you're still free, honey. You're still free, beautiful, to do what you want to do, to feel what you feel is right to do for yourself and for everyone else. Okay, and then I pulled, let's see, this is, this. Yeah, it isn't fair. Okay, from the Animal Elders, and this is funny, I pulled this because of you being a vegan and eating fish. I got the salmon, and it says, keep going. When this determined fish swims into your life, you are gifted with the medicine of resilience, even when the odds are against you and you are swimming against the current. Elder Salmon reminds you that you can overcome the toughest challenges of life. This fish is sacred in many communities, offering an abundance of food and substance. They remind you that you will always have everything you need to succeed, but you must also put forward your best effort to access it. After an incredible journey through oceans and rivers, Elder Salmon returns to their birthplace to spawn, reminding us of the importance of remembering who we are and where we come from. Your ancestors moved through many journeys where you had to stay strong in the face of adversity to survive. They have passed this down to you, and Elder Salmon helps you to reclaim the resilience of your lineage. Whatever you might be struggling with at this time, Elder Salmon is here to encourage and guide you forward. Sometimes it takes conscious and intentional effort to move ahead, and you are being asked to dig deep into the parts of you that know how to forge ahead. Spirit knows that this journey can feel like a long one, and if you are tired or discouraged, you have Elder Salmon to inspire you. After all of it, can make the leaps upstream against the flow of the rushing waters. You too can overcome the obstacles you encounter. So don't stop moving, beautiful. Spirit saying keep going. Yes, it is, Inferno. You're right about that, baby. Hi, Grim's Clip. How you doing, honey? Okay. Pull that one and that one. Oh, okay. And then, Miss Courtney, I pulled this from the Resurrection Oracle. I always find this funny. This is growing old gracefully. Authentically you. Life has a funny way of showing up on your face, and that is okay. As they say, youth is wasted on the young. But is it? When you grow old gracefully, you embrace life and well lived, and are proud to show your wisdom and experience. I am not talking about avoiding a new retinol cream or eye cream serum here. Self-care is very important. I am talking about living in your wisdom, being unafraid to speak your truth, not getting a lot in the quest for eternal youth because you are busy living a full and rich life. Society has made it the standard for people to not age or let gravity show. Shame on society for this because gravity happens to every one of us. Don't be afraid to show your age and do not let other people dictate what is beautiful and acceptable. There's beauty everywhere. You are absolutely no exception here. So be your authentic self, honey. Your company knows this. The people you work with the most know this and believe this. And I feel like for you, how do I put this? Just be your true, authentic self because everyone else is going to accept you for exactly that. Because I know sometimes you do get a little afraid and hesitant about being accepted or not having that confidence you feel you need because of that perfectionism coming to the forefront. But just be you. Don't be anyone else but you, Courtney, with your quirky self, your creative self, your sarcasm that I love so much. Um, the good vibes you always bring. You're so much beautiful energy about you that I can't see how anyone would want you to be anything different, other than who you are. And if you stay in that true energy and choosing to be in love over fear, nothing's going to ever stop you, sweetheart. And the last three messages I got for you, beautiful Courtney, I pulled from the messages of the universe. And one of these was at the bottom of the deck, and it just seemed like it resonated with me. But I'll read you the two I pulled, and then I'll tell you the last one that I pulled from the bottom. First one is release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. That's the first one. And the second one, Courtney, is opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean, and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. Ooh, Courtney. Look. Beautiful abundance there. That would be awesome. And I would be so happy and proud of you. Not that I'm not happy or proud of you now, honey, but to see you get more abundance, knowing you're deserving of it. And the last one is, it says it's never too late to start over. You have to trust in the magic of new beginnings. They are waiting for you. Notice them, seize them, and appreciate all that you have. Just relax and trust. And Courtney, I feel like, this is more so like you believing that even though there will probably be a shakeup at your company because of what happened, unfortunately, that there's also a door that's going to open for you. That's going to create that magic, that new opportunity that you're seeking. And, yeah, it may be uncomfortable for a little while. It might be a little scary, but that's okay. You're a strong person. You can get through anything you put your mind to. And I know you will give your all. So know that, I feel like know that you are better than where you think you are. Because I feel like in your energy, um, for some reason, Spirit's showing me a wave. I feel like sometimes with you, beautiful, like I feel like, because I'm seeing this wave. And, and I'm thinking, I could see myself like standing underneath this wave. And this wave just, crashing into me. I feel like Spirit wants you to know, even if this wave comes crashing down on you, you're still going to be there standing. And you're going to be just fine. And everything's going to work out just how it's meant to work out. You just have to have that trust in divine timing. And that it's going to work out the way the divine has intended and wants it to work out for you and everyone else involved. So that's what I get from this girlfriend. And that's what I have for you, beautiful Courtney. I hope that helped. I hope that resonated for you. I hope the messages have helped answer any doubts or fears or worries you've had, or at least put your fears to rest. And I hope, that it does bring you some comfort, sweetheart, to know it's all going to be okay. Because I do feel like it's generally going to be okay. I think the changes will be good. Not that, how do I put this? I mean, there's not a right way to say it, so I won't say it, but even with, the changes, you're able to adapt quickly, is what I pick up. And that's what you're doing. You're going to adapt to it. You're going to take it on like it's nothing. So I feel like it'll work out really good for you. Oh, you're so welcome, Courtney. Anytime, beautiful, you know me. I love to read for you, sweetheart. I thank you so much again for trusting me to read for you. Hello, Louis. How you doing? Or Louise? Let's see. Is he still here? I don't think he is. It's $20 US to get a reading from me, honey. Okay, you must be. Okay. So if you want a reading, sweetheart, it's $20 US. Devon, let me tell you something. I don't know who you are, but you don't tell me what to do either. See you, bye. Exactly, Courtney. It's like, that's crazy. Like, who are you? I would charge him double just because he said that. Oh, thank you, Inferno. Hi, Huggy Bear. It's going, baby. Oh, you gotta include tax in there too, Courtney. Just make it a flat 200. How you doing, Huggy Bear? Okay. It's almost 2 o'clock. Hi, Green Clip. That'd be awesome, sweetheart. Like I said, I'm here every night streaming. Unless it's a Monday or for whatever reason I'm just not feeling my best. But on that, I'm here, so I'm sure I'll be back tomorrow, sweetheart. I look forward to you being here then. Just make sure you subscribe and all your notifications is selected to get all, plus a handling fee. I love it, Courtney. Isn't that truth? How some people come here and act crazy. No, Ace, I do not. One of these days I'll have a Facebook. No, currently I don't. You're too funny, girl. Yes, I do have that. I have a face in several books. Okay. Hi, Chief. How you doing, baby? It's going, baby. How you doing? Hello to most of you. You're too funny, baby. Oh, I'm happy to hear you're doing well, baby. Yeah, I'm probably looking to go grab some food. Because I gotta take this stupid medicine my doctor gave me. And I can't take it unless I eat. Which one are you talking about, Ace? Oh, Chief, I haven't had anything to eat yet, baby. That's what I was looking at doing. I got some biscuits and sausage gravy in the fridge, calling my name. I guess I know. But baby, I didn't get up till 6 o'clock this afternoon. So I didn't get a chance to eat. Paul, I don't know what you're talking about. And Ace, I don't know what you're talking about, sweetheart, about the stupid question. What question was it that you don't believe was stupid, honey? Because I'm confused. And it just might be because you haven't been around long enough to understand what Miss Courtney was referring to. I guess I'm going to go back. Let me look at something real quick. Oh, you're talking about the Facebook question. She's just being a smart butt, Ace. That's what she's doing. I mean, well, you just gotta understand, Ace. I get a lot of creeps in here that like to come in here and hassle me. And then there's a lot of other people that are trolls that like to come in here and cause disruptions in my stream. So she was also just acting as my one of my moderators, watching my back, so to speak. Because some people like to think that YouTube, I know it's true about social media in general, but some people like to use YouTube as like a dating website of some type, it seems. At least that's been my experience with it. That's right, Chief. Doc Martin's always ready. Always ready for the kick, right, Chief? Oh, yeah. There is all those stupid questions. You're right, Courtney. Yeah, people come in here and ask about my ethnicity all the time. The kick is up and good. Yeah. Ace, one of the things that people do come here and ask that I find is just stupid. Okay, and this is me saying this, is the fact that people come in here all the time and ask if I'm Native American. Okay, so that's assuming. Well, I'll share with you what my daddy always told me growing up. Never assume anything because it does nothing but make an ass out of you and me both. So anyone who comes in here and assumes they know what my ethnicity is dead ass wrong. 9 times out of 10. I've only had one person, one, who was able to come in here and pick out one of my ethnicities. Everyone else, they get it wrong. You know, and it's like it's not even the correct way to ask somebody their ethnicity. You know, instead of picking one, why don't you just ask me, I'm just curious, what's your ethnicity? Instead of assuming you already know. So it becomes annoying. And it can be stupid. It's irritating. You know, that's just an example of that, which I get often. When I say often, I would be rich right now if I had $1 for every time somebody came here and thought I was Native American, or they thought they knew what my ethnicity is. So, and then the other stupid question normally is, where am I from? I mean, I'm a human being, so I am from Earth. I mean, and that's what Courtney will say. Again, why does it matter what part of the world I'm in? I understand that some people are trying to start a conversation, but there has to be a right way of doing it too. So, Exactly, Inferno. And we do. They are always wrong. 9 times out of 10, they are wrong. So, that's just how we see it, is all. Well, them biscuits and sausage gravy are calling my name. That's true, too, Eternal Light. Chief. Hey, now. I like the men, okay? I'm not picking on just men here, baby. Yes. It sounds good, baby. I ate a little bit of it last night. So I got a whole plate full. Yeah, there's some men who are nice. Like yourself, Chief, and Inferno. But yeah, I'm gonna have to eat because I had to take that medicine. My doctor gave me that steroid to take. And I know one of my mods likes to take a nap. That's right. Absolutely, Courtney. I remember you told me that, Chief, and I laughed. But I could understand why too, baby. Even though I haven't met you in person or seen you, I could understand your demeanor being a little more standoffish than being out there in the open and wanting to talk to people. So I get that, why they would pick that nickname for you. You take naps just like Jeff does? Aloof, yeah. Yeah, I get that about you, Chief, but that's okay, baby. I still love you the way you are. Whew. I just got chilly. So I'm trying to decide here. Do I take a nap afterwards? Let's see. 4 o'clock. Should I just got cold suddenly. Hopefully. Good night, Courtney. See you later, beautiful. Thank you again for everything you do, sweetheart. True too, Inferno. Wow, here they come. Okay, beautiful people. Let's see. Thank you, Inferno. Inferno, are you working through the night, baby? I'm just curious. And hi to all the new people who came. Okay, Inferno. What's wrong, baby? Chief, my Thanksgiving was quiet. I actually slept all day because my brother called me the day before to inform me my niece had pneumonia. And so I ended up staying home because I didn't want to chance it by going over there and getting sick and then getting everybody else sick along with me. I wasn't going to do that. That's just selfish. So I just chose to stay home instead. And I slept, which was fun. Other than that, that's all I did. How about you, baby? Yeah, I know you haven't really been around lately. I realize that too. I got you, Inferno. That sounds like fun, Chief. Okay, beautiful people. Alright, beautiful people, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut this stream down. And I'm gonna give me a couple hours for me to, like, get some food. And I may have to take a quick nap, because I just took some medicine that's making me drowsy. So I can at least sleep part of this off. And so one of my mods can take a nap themselves. And I'll come back like around 4:30 a.m. Eastern time, which is my time. So if y'all want to come back in a couple hours, I should be here. So come back and say hi to me then, and I'll be here. But yeah, I'm gonna get some food, and I'm gonna have to take a nap, because that medicine's not gonna let me do anything right now. Alright, you too, Chief. Okay, Inferno, sounds good, baby. Set your alarm, baby. I'll just say 4:30 to be safe. Okay? I'll see y'all then. Bye for now.